So for today's project, we're going to take this Mustang and we're going to mod it. But now it's time for the meat and potatoes. You guys are really going to love what we're going to do to this car. Sounds incredible. Beautiful carbonized gray. We've got the 401A 10-speed automatic transmission that everybody loves. This is a 2025. So brand new. Base wheels, 19-inch. We're going to swap those for something special. You guys are really going to love what we're going to do to this car. So premium 401A, 10-speed, got the nice dash there. 2025, let's go. So the intention behind this build that you could purchase at Jenkins and Wynne, follow the links down below, but it was to pick a Mustang that looks great, that's new, 2025, and then kind of pick a few accessories to go on the vehicle that typically a Mustang owner might add in the beginning once they first get the vehicle. So everybody buys these things, they go home, they start shopping for parts, and we're gonna go ahead and take care of some of that. So we're gonna get some Borla exhaust on here. We're gonna have some lowering springs with the cradle lockout. Very important from our friends at BMR, and we're going to put some really cool wheels on here. Some Dark Horse replica wheels from our friends at Late Model Restoration, and we're going to spice it up in the front end with a little bit more of aggressive chin splitter. Factory chin splitter, we're going to swap that out for something a little bit more aggressive. All right guys, let's go ahead and prep the surface, get it nice and clean. Looks so much better. But now it's time for the meat and potatoes. We got some Borla exhaust. The attack is going to sound amazing, aggressive, and we have a ton of BMR suspension. So lots of parts here. Specifically chose these for this car because to be able to give the owner some comfort as well as performance with the ability to grow. For example, we're going to start off with these right here. BMR Performance Minimal Drop Lowering Springs, and they are designed to sit a little bit taller in the front. It's still going to have a drop from what you see here, but they will accommodate the extra weight of a supercharger if you ever want to go that route. It's not going to be slammed to the ground, which a lot of people just don't like. We're also going to pair up the rear springs with these spacers. The S650s like to sit a little lower in the back. These will raise up the rear just a tad to match the front, and they can be removed with no problem. Firm up the back end. We're doing the famous CB005 kit, which is a cradle lockout kit from BMR. Comes with all these components here, and it's going to get rid of all that slop and movement and wheel hop. We're also going to add some of these IRS subframe centering sleeves from BMR, and this is going to really help us to align the vehicle so that it's nice and square in the back. So another issue that Mustangs have always had is there is no camber adjustability from the factory. Because we're going to lower it a little bit, we're going to fix that. We're going to give you the ability to do so. These caster camber plates from BMR are going to help solve that problem. This is going to help us dial things in for the street, or if the customer wants to take this thing to the track. And this beauty right here is the new DHP1 from Late Model Restoration. Staggered offset, so we're going to do 285, 35, 19 in the front and a 305, 35, 19 in the rear. But black on carbonized, it's going to look absolutely killer. And then of course we've got our Borla attack exhaust going to go on last and wake this thing up. Let's start installing some parts. Let's go. We've got the BMR springs in here. It's not going to be too harsh of a ride for daily driving use, but it's going to really allow you to put the power down. Anybody that buys a Mustang, they're going to go home, start shopping. What are their first mods? Typically suspension, exhaust, maybe a couple of cosmetics, and that's kind of what we're doing here, but just with a little bit of spice. Future-proof the car for the customer if they ever want to add a supercharger or something like that. But this is basically going to be track ready, wheels, tires, suspension, go fast parts. So now is also the time we're going to do the subframe lockout kit. So the stock IRS has this rubber in here. I can actually push it with my finger there and also here. And you can kind of see the way this works when the IRS bolt goes back up through there. It's not going to allow the rubber to twist on itself. So it's going to get rid of a lot of that forward aft up and down movement is going to help to lock out the rubber deflection, but still retain drivability. No NVH, noise, vibration, or harshness increase with this kit. You have your other piece of the CB005 that's going to replace this stamped steel, going to help get rid of the forward and aft motion of the IRS with something a lot more heavy duty than that stamped steel piece. And this is what it looks like with the rest of the CB005 kit. It's going to give this car a nice planted feel. Looking good. And we're going to trim some bum stops out of there. The slight bit of lowering that we're doing to the car. Since we're already done with the back end, might as well go ahead and finish it up. Put the wheels back on the back, and then we can move on to the front. But this is going to look good, and we got the black tips. Alright, so the back is done. A little teaser of exhaust. Sounds incredible, but everybody's favorite thing, wheels and tires. Alright guys, everybody's favorite thing. Alright, 265 wide in the front for stock, but we're replacing with a 285, and you can see the difference there. It's a lot more front end grip, but the rear, massive difference. 265 stock wheel and tire compared to the 305. Huge difference, and these are going to sit a lot more flush to the outside of the fender with the proper offset and back spacing. And I actually have the same wheel on my car in a different color, but for carbonized gray, we thought that these would be the ticket. So camber plates is going to give us that adjustability in the front up to -3 degrees, so it's going to be perfect for road course racing, but also going to be good for just street alignments because, again, no camber adjustment in the front on a stock Mustang. But now we have it. It's cold, it is raining outside, but we got this beautiful Mustang out of the weather. We got this beautiful Mustang on the showroom floor. 2025 carbonized gray Ford Mustang GT with our love. This thing is gorgeous. Gorgeous. We got the SVE wheels on here, and we have it lowered, and like I was saying throughout the video, guys, the stance on this is beautiful. So BMR minimal drops, ready for a supercharger if you want it, but even without it, it looks amazing. Got about 1.25 finger gap. Springs going to be easy to daily drive on, and then a little more than 1 finger in the back. Remember, this is a little bit of a taller tire, so that's why you're seeing that. But this thing is so good looking on the showroom floor. Got that front lip. We do have the camber plates installed and all the BMR lockouts in the back to get rid of the IRS wheel hop, help you with traction, help you with stability. And then of course we have the Borla Attack exhaust system on this car. 401A premium, 10-speed automatic transmission. It's going to get you going fast down the road. Also, something else that we built, Outer Banks, loaded shock struts from Ford Performance on here. We have some really nice wheels with just a delicious offset. Got the badging, got some other goodies on here. We got a really cool table in the back, I'll show you in just a second too. And then a custom grille. We got rid of all the chrome, all of the polished aluminum on here, just red and black, and this thing looks amazing too. This one also has the black painted roof, but I'm digging this table. Let me show you this thing. Check that out. I like that. So you could stand on this and it's not going anywhere. Really like that feature. Spare tire to match. Check out the inside, looking good. If there's a specific vehicle that you guys are looking to buy, or you're looking to mock up, you want us to build, sky is kind of the limit here. We can do pretty much everything. So we got Mustangs, we got trucks, we got Broncos, we got everything. We can build it all. Everything under the sun, tons of accessories, including superchargers, lots of options here. Come check us out. Make sure you guys are subscribing right here to this YouTube channel.